music, poetry, storytelling, or performance arts. Everyone has their favorite genre of literature. And so on Poemify, we're going to talk about poetry, music, performance art, and storytelling. Coming up next, wedding series with Atere Oluwagbemisola.
Hello friends, you're welcome to another episode on Poemify podcast. I am Atere Oluwagbemisola. It is still the wedding series, and in the last episode I talked about red flags. It doesn't mean that we should expect perfection from our partners. That is not even possible because we are human beings and we can't be 100%. Just take a very close look at what you are about to sign up for. The but in the life of that person, can you cope with it? That is the point. It is not as if, there won't be weaknesses here and there. But is it something you can cope with for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? And like I said, your peace matters a whole lot. Don't just say, oh, nobody's perfect, and then you walk into trouble when you can easily avoid it before saying, yes, I do. For this episode, we'll talk about red flags in you. Like, you keep wondering, oh, am I not lovable? What is the problem? My relationship doesn't last long. This, that. Well, the thing is, not every time that it is your partner that has a problem. It could be you. So yes, this episode we're going to look at some things. These things too can be found in partners, but this time let us focus on you, on me. What are those things that can be turn-offs when it comes to people staying in a relationship with us, let alone in marriage? Number 1 here, being mannerless. Oh my God. Some of us don't know how to talk. This is not just limited to ladies alone. Some guys lack manners. They just talk to you anyhow. They order you around. They feel, oh, they are the gods, they are the boss. Then you have to bow, lick their feet. And a lot of questionable mentality. You just say, give me your number. Can I talk to you? Or who are you? I mean, it can be very annoying. The way we talk to people, it is very, very important. We need to learn how to talk. We must be careful when it comes to approaching people. We don't just treat people anyhow. So stop saying, no ladies is agreeing for you. How will they agree when you have the wrong approach? No guy is talking to me, or no guy finds me attractive. Character is very important. So it is way beyond, just your physical look. What is your behavior like? That is one thing you should note. The next, you are always right, or you are always trying to prove a point. Now, this used to be my table. Although, there are times that one's temperament to an extent would have effect on the way one acts and reacts. But all the same, if something is becoming a thing of concern, then we need to look into it. Always right, you're always trying to prove a point. The other person, the opinion does not count. Every time you always want to win the argument. It can't work. There are even times that you are right, but you just have to kind of calm down. Even if you are the one who is more intelligent in the relationship, still calm down. You won't die if you just let some things slide. It is not everything like you say, no, I said this, no, it has to be this way, no, I am the only one that can be correct. All those things, it can make people lose interest in us. Then the next point is never listening. You're always pouring out, you're always doing all the talking. You never listen to what the person has to say. It can be very bad. These things, some of us never come to realize that there are problems. There are things that make people feel, oh, I don't think I can go on with this. And when they look for another excuse to break up with us, and we just feel, I didn't do anything. I didn't offend her. I didn't offend him. Now this is it, yo. We should always learn to listen. Don't just pour everything out and say, bam, period. you just put full stop and you are on your way. It can't work that way. So we must learn to listen. As we talk, listen to the other person too. The person too has concerns and things like that. Then number 4, not communicating. That is, not reaching out. You're always saying, me, I'm private. I don't like to talk. In a relationship, you have to talk because the life of that relationship hangs on communication. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, nothing. Are you dating yourself? It cannot work like that. Don't just say this is how I am. When it comes to relating with someone else, there are things that you need to revisit and check. If there are things that are not really healthy when it comes to your relationship, then you need to work on them. Learn to communicate. Learn to reach out. On to the next point. You do not know how to hold a conversation. Now, this is different from the last point. The last point says you don't even communicate at all. You don't reach out, nothing, no text, nothing. But this point now is saying you don't even know how to hold a conversation. Some people, if you chat with them, hey, oh, how are you? Fine. Have you eaten? Yes. Everything is just one word answer. It can really be frustrating and boring. See, there are times that it is not your fault, you are not used to it. But like I said, if that weakness you have or that character or whatever it is, if it is something that will affect your relationship, then you really need to pay attention to it and work on it. You should learn how to engage in a conversation. Your partner, what does he or she like? That is an example of something that can bring about an interesting conversation. Their profession, what is it about? Things that revolve around them. From there, you just find out that the conversation will keep flowing. You need to learn how to bring yourself out of your shell, to communicate, ask questions, and things like that to just keep the talk going. I'm not saying you should start asking irrelevant things. What are you wearing? And all those things like that. Those ones can even really be annoying. But have mature conversations. There are a lot of things to talk about. A whole lot of things to talk about. You can talk about business, ideas, many things. Just think. Don't be a lazy partner that is there's nothing to talk about. After saying how are you? No, it can really be discouraging. So work on that if that is an issue for you. Another one, you're wanting all the attention, everything. You are not willing to reciprocate. You feel entitled to the person's time, attention, and you don't want to give anything. You don't want to respond in any way. You just want everything to come to you. No sir, no ma. Love is a matter of give and take. It is not just take. You have to give, and when you give, you have to receive too. In the next point, you are too jealous or overprotective. This one doesn't even need explanation. Hello, where are you now? Let me see your phone. Who did you just call now? All those things. It is irritating to me. Like, you don't trust me, then what is the point being in a relationship with me and then we intend getting married? You're always asking me, open your WhatsApp. Let me see. Whose picture is this? Where did you? All those things like that. It's not a sign of you being a good partner. No. It is bad. Let me put it that way. Of course, you would want to know what is going on around your partner, but not to the point of monitoring and then you become a police overnight and you are everywhere. Then snap where you are. Let me know where you are. Many people are guilty of this actually. Maybe because you had experience with people in the past, they cheated on you. But that shouldn't make you bring that consciousness of, this person may cheat on me, and then you start pulling different kinds of stunts, and it can be choking. Take it easy, relax, chill. Don't just be everywhere trying to know the person's move. The person cannot even breathe. The person can't have a business deal. You are just thinking, he will cheat on me, she will cheat on me. That one itself can give you high BP. So calm down. Then another point, high level of immaturity. Do you know that immature people are the ones that keep malice? They won't talk to you. You have to beg them. It is immaturity. See, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The whole world must know what is going on in your relationship. They have to report you to everybody in this world to come and beg you. It is draining. To an extent, you need to have that emotional maturity. Then another sign of immaturity is when you make reference to past mistakes. And that was how you spoilt my bag in January 1996. That was how you came late to our date 6 months ago. All those things, they are rubbish. Picking offense at everything. You're always reading meaning to everything. If the person looks at you in a way, you say, are you saying that I'm fat now? Is that what you're saying? All these guys, they don't appreciate people. Everything. You're always quick to pick offense. You're always ready to fight. You just want argument. You don't love peace. It is a problem. Behaving like a child, every little thing, you're always squeezing face. These things, we really need to work on them. Really. Because there are things that will keep pushing people far away from us, and we'll keep thinking, it's the person that has the issue, anyone that wants to go should go. You will just remain single to stupor. There are a lot of them, you know. As I'm saying it now, you can relate. There are things that one can work on and overcome. It won't be easy because all along you're used to that kind of lifestyle. Maybe you're the one that does not communicate. You're the one that does not know how to talk. You just order people around. These things, you are used to them already. But with time, if you're willing, if you're ready to pay attention to it, then definitely you will overcome it. And that brings me to the end of this episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll conclude this wedding series, and trust me, you don't want to miss it for anything. So stay tuned and tell a friend about Poemify podcast. I am Atere Oluwagbemisola. Till I come your way next time, lots of love from me to you. Bye for now.